What's up? How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. First of all, thank you so much for the amazing turnout yesterday. It was absolutely awesome. First stream back. It was a lot of fun. We are going to be streaming some Destiny 2 today over at Twitch, twitch.tv/ChaosLounge Gaming. Link in the description below for those of you that want to come out tonight and check it out and see my reaction to that game. Hopefully, I should be joined by Tazmon as well. So, fingers crossed, it actually should be good as we play through the campaign on Legendary and try and complete it. I heard it's not too long, so we'll see how that actually goes. But in this video, you've asked me to react to this video called Xbox is Screwed if Xbox Game Showcase isn't perfect. Now, this is coming on the back of the abysmally dismal dumpster fire, waste of time, waste of space PC showcase that State of Play actually made. That was basically the PlayStation State of Play presentation, which he decided to kind of sugarcoat and twist and twine. I mean, he did his very best to try and make it sound as amazing as possible. And, well, we could see where the Sony Pony was going there, but let's see my reaction to his video over here. You wanted it, it's happening, and if you do enjoy this content, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell to stay up to date with all content I release. We have a number of React videos already in the pipeline coming. I've seen a lot of them in the Discord, so keep those coming and I will get to them as soon as possible. But let's go with this in 3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here, and today I want to talk about the Xbox Games Showcase that's happening in just a couple days because I feel like there is a tremendous amount of pressure on this event. I think it can't just be good, it can't just be great. This needs to be perfect. And I want
to know, why does it need to be perfect? I mean, it's already got way better games on the showcase than PlayStation could possibly dream of for the past couple years. I mean, the January State of Play, their May State of Play was abysmally bad. Then we look at their showcase, which really wasn't that great. They've got nothing for the rest of this year, and my dude is telling me that this needs to be perfect. I get like he's really trying to hate on Xbox, but this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it.
to explain why, because
Okay,
at
go
this
on.
point, it feels like a lot of Xbox fanboys are completely giving up on the brand. I mean, the last couple months have been
I think he just means Tim Dog, right? Tim Dog and Peter Ovo. Tim Dog and Peter Over are the ones that are giving up. I've even seen Kid Smooth that is excited for what's coming. And he's been a bit on the negative. Crap Game has just disappeared. But I think he just means Tim Dog, right? Tim Dog and Peter Over, Peter's basically gone PC, so he doesn't care anyway, either way about the console wars anymore. He just hates Phil Spencer. But Tim Dog pretty much has a hate boner for Xbox and anything with Xbox. And as we've actually seen, the curse on Xbox since Tim has left has been lifted. So, who is he actually referring to? Gas still likes Xbox. Colt still likes Xbox. Boom still likes Xbox. C Money and Doodle still like Xbox. Doc Dark, I know he's on PC right now, but he still likes Xbox. So, who is he actually referring to outside of Tim that's jumped ship? If you actually know, let me know in the comment section below.
filled with new
Maybe he's referring to Warhammer Dave, who's now the new bona fide pony alongside Tim Dog, because wherever Tim Dog goes, my dude is on his all fours, patting around like a little puppy, trying to hump his leg.
news like every Xbox exclusive is coming to the PlayStation 5.
My dude is already port begging. I mean, we are literally 37 seconds in, and he's port begging. Like, come on. They have no games, and they are already port begging. This is why he wants Xbox to go away, because they have no games, and they are desperate for games. I mean, he can't make this up. We're only 37 seconds in.
They're closing studios, talks
How many studios has Sony closed over the past 2 years? They've closed around 4 or 5 studios in a number of years, they let go 900 people. They let go people from Insomniac, who has pretty been carrying PlayStation through and through, and even they were not immune to layoffs when they are their literal MVP studio. Naughty Dog had layoffs. They've had cancellation games from Factions, Spider-Man Online, Twisted Metal, and so many more. And you're going to sit here and talk about Xbox? I get that picture frame was perfect because you are so foaming at the mouth that I'm right and you're wrong. But seriously, dude, come on.
It's about the Xbox being so underpowered and sales.
The Xbox isn't underpowered. It's actually more powerful than the PS5. We've already found out from Digital Foundry that the Xbox Series X was being held back by the PS5. This has been officially confirmed by Digital Foundry, and the fact is that this features from the Series X by third-party developers simply were not being utilized because PlayStation was a target platform. So how about instead of the Series S holding back gaming, it's the PS5 holding back gaming because they are not allowing developers, or the developers are not pushing hardware to the next level. And when we've seen them do that, you get Hellblade 2, which is a visual and an audio masterpiece. And the gameplay itself is pretty damn good as well.
Being so low, a lot of studios are straight up just not even wanting to put games on Xbox. But let me break down why this showcase is specifically so vital. Are you ready? Here we go.
Okay.
Hi. Hope you're having a great day. If you could, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Look.
And what you should do is like and subscribe, hit that red button, stay up to date with all content I release, and let's go.
I'll actually make you guys a deal. If this video happens to get 3,000 likes before the showcase, I'll actually live stream my reaction to it over here on YouTube. So
please don't. Please don't. Because the last time you live reacted to an Xbox showcase, you lied out of your teeth, you did fake anger, you did fake distaste, you was completely and utterly shitting on Starfield for no reason whatsoever. In fact, the dev directory that they did, DevDoc, actually didn't even showcase the loading, and you was already losing your mind because it wasn't coming to PlayStation. So if these games start saying Xbox exclusive and there's no PlayStation logo, which there shouldn't be, my dude, you are just going to hate every single thing. So I'd much rather you didn't do that. We are only 1 minute into this video. Good Lord.
If it happens to be really good, well, chat can laugh at me. But this is coming up on Sunday at 10 a.m. This is going to be a double feature. We're going to get the Xbox Game Showcase and the Call of Duty Direct. Now, I noticed that this is definitely getting some extra pressure because Summer Games Fest sounds like it's not going to be very good this year. And so all the head...
Why isn't Summer Games Fest not going to be good? Well, let's see. They could show the PlayStation Showcase. Oh, wait, they just don't know what a showcase is anymore. They could ask for Nintendo like they did. Wait, Nintendo doesn't give a shit about them anyway. They could go to Xbox, where Xbox does their own thing anyway. So all they've got is third-party games, and I guess the third-party lineup this year isn't as blockbuster as it was last year. So, yeah. What have they got to show?
Heads of Xbox, from Aaron Greenberg and Phil Spencer, they're all chiming in and saying, hey, this is the thing to watch. In fact, right after the event, Phil Spencer is sitting down for an extended interview with IGN. Now, let me start with the fact that I actually think this is a bad sign. We have seen a huge
doom and gloom already. Let's go.
Amount of silence, specifically from Phil Spencer after all the bad news has been coming out. Like the fact that Arcane and Tango got shut down. Ever since then, we have heard literally zero from Phil Spencer, and I think this is going to be a very controlled PR statement. I think it's going to come out and try and basically...
My dude is literally trying to find every single reason. Where was he when all these PlayStation studios closed down, all these cancellations happened, all these job cuts were made at Sony PlayStation, at Sony? Where was he? My dude was out there celebrating like it was the second coming of Christ.
Spin the fact that Xbox is not yet dead. Microsoft isn't just picking them apart for extra bits of raw profits. But beyond this, part of the inspiration is that I've noticed a lot of the most dedicated Xbox defenders seem to be laser focused on how this event will affect the future of Xbox. Like, this is Paris. Now, I'm not insulting the guy, but he is a
You are.
person that is very quick to defend anything that Xbox does for the most part. I mean, anything they do, porting games.
Mate, you gave the showcase for State of Play a 6 out of 10. You are literally the last person to talk about people defending something. And second of all, you actually said Concord looks good. I don't know what you're on, buddy, but that game don't look good. Either you work for PC Gamer or you're writing their articles, because there's no way the two of you could come out with that conclusion when the rest of the world is saying it's dumpster fire trash. So before you start going and accusing other people, maybe you should keep that in mind.
Getting rid of exclusives, jacking up prices, no matter what he loves.
Jacking up prices. Sony's the one that raised their state of play. And if you look at in countries like Turkey, and I actually know this because I have family in Turkey, they, at the moment, for many households, can't afford PlayStation Premium. Well, they can't afford PlayStation Premium. They can barely afford, for some people, extras. And even the Essentials is really expensive over there because their prices were increased by over 500% due to inflation. So don't sit here and tell me about prices, right? Jesus. I mean, you raised the games to £70 before Xbox. So where are you getting this? I mean, Xbox hasn't even... I mean, they've raised, what, Game Pass by £1 once? Did that even stick? But Sony's raising prices and no one cares? When they've got a blatantly worse service?
Loves it. But he was saying, I am genuinely intrigued by the Xbox showcase. This year feels like a pivotal moment for the brand, and as a gamer, what to expect the rest of this generation and moving forward towards the next one.
Now, let me add some context, because I'm actually good friends with Paris, and we've been talking about a lot of things Xbox over in the backgrounds and, over in Discord and stuff like that. But honestly, what he means by that statement there is that what he hopes is Microsoft's going to come out and basically say what it is that going forward is the plan. Now, they can already see certain things, and we already know certain things from the FTC trial on, live service games, a few niche products going here and there to try bolster the cash coming in to keep whatever it is going on. But in terms of where they want to be in, say, 5 years' time, he wants to see that vision. And at the moment, we can only see maybe a year ahead, maybe a year and a half. But, he wanted to see stuff like the console, the handheld console. If it exists, he would like to see it at the showcase. He would like them to at least talk about what the next console is going to be and what the vision is behind whether it's a hybrid PC console or if they're going to double down on the console and make it a standalone unit that's not incorporating Steam, because there's a lot of rumors going around that as well. So that's what he was referring to in that. He just wants the rumors around the future of Xbox to be wiped out, fizzled out, and for everyone to know where Xbox is going. And so at least that way, the media can just shut up. Because this is where Dreamcast Guy is going with this. Because at the moment, because there's literally a different rumor on any day ending Y, it's a little bit annoying because everyone is saying something, and the only people that really know what's going on is Microsoft.
I'm sure we'll see a bunch of great games, but in my opinion, the bigger questions will be about the future of their hardware, services, and platform strategies.
Pretty much what I just explained there.
I'm excited for answers next week. Now, he basically follows up and says, hey, don't spin this for a negative. I'm saying
exactly.
I'm excited and that this pivotal moment is a positive, but I think it's difficult not to read the tension in this tweet.
There is literally no tension.
I'm not sure we're even going to get future Xbox hardware. Like,
They've literally told you multiple times in multiple presentations that we are working on hardware. What are you, a donut? Are you literally doing it on purpose to look stupid? I mean, I don't actually get it. I'm sorry, dude, but Sarah has come out and said there is new hardware coming. Phil has said there is new hardware coming. What do you want them to do? Stand outside your house with neon lights saying there is new Xbox hardware coming? And then you'll probably look at that and still turn around and say, no, there is no hardware coming? If you have the two prominent figures from Xbox telling you that there is hardware coming,
there is talks that they have already developed the next Xbox Series console. There is talks that they're working on some sort of their own version of the Steam Deck. Like they're going to have some sort of like Xbox handheld that plays Game Pass. But I think that seeing their past actions, this year, 2024, has been so bad for Xbox, from absolutely super rock bottom game sales, the fact that their exclusives are just not being played by anybody. Like,
that's Steam. Why is it PlayStation fans now look at Steam as the only metric? PC Game Pass exists. It does. It really does. I played this game on Game Pass. I know at least 4 other people that played this game on Game Pass. Hell, a lot of the people in my Discord played this on Game Pass. I know people on PC that game on Steam that played this on Game Pass PC. So, but I do love how not a single PlayStation fan can give me PlayStation numbers outside of Spider-Man. And even that at 11 million, I don't even know if that broke even. Because if you look at the tweet that I broke down for Nick Marseille, I clearly showed there that even 11 million sales, depending on where those sales came from, may not actually break even for the actual development cost and royalties that they have to pay.
Hellblade being at 185 concurrent players, not even 1,000 people in the world are playing this on Steam.
It's a 7-hour game. It's a one and done game. Once you've played it, you move on. Most people played it day one. I think it had like 4,000 concurrent players on Steam. You play it, you complete it. If you're not interested in the extra audio dialogue, you move on. You don't go back. There's not much replayability there. But you know what? Microsoft seems to be happy because they've signed off Hellblade 3 and another project from Ninja Theory. So if they're not worried and they're happy, why are you complaining? Oh, I get it. Because number one, PlayStation could never do visual fidelity like that, and it's exclusive to Xbox. I got ya.
Steam is completely bonkers, but I've also noticed a lot of Xbox people now are just trying to defend it, saying, hey, our games are good, our studios are badass, stop trying to tear down Xbox. Now, part of
everyone
my
does
thing
that.
here is that I want to be excited about Xbox. I think that
No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't lie. Don't lie. You are lying. Lying. You are play lying. You do not want to be excited about Xbox. You absolutely hate Xbox. And if Xbox died today, you would go to their grave and start dancing around, celebrating, and swimming in that gravel.
some of their projects have just unlimited potential. Like, two of the things I actually hope we see the most at this Xbox Game Showcase are Avowed and Indiana Jones, but for opposite reasons, which is that Avowed has already won me over. It looks like very colorful Skyrim. As a guy who's played Skyrim and beat it like 50 billion times, just give me new Skyrim and I'm happy. And Indiana Jones, I think it just doesn't look that great, but I'm not a big Indiana Jones fan, so I want to see more gameplay to explain why it's going to be so great. But I almost feel like this slate, this set of games, Towerborn, Age of Mythology, more flight simulator updates, is this really the future of Xbox?
I see how he skipped over Call of Duty and Towerborn. From everyone that I've spoken to that has actually played it, has all told me, unbiased, that It's a really fun co-op multiplayer game that you will absolutely enjoy. It is a lot of fun. It is really old school kind of experience, but it's done right. And Age of Mythology has its massive following when it comes to RTS games. And of course, Flight Simulator is a staple for Microsoft. They have it every year. What is he talking about?
Is this really a $3 trillion company? Like,
Again, what does Microsoft's market cap have anything to do with Xbox? What has Sony got coming this year? They got the remake of Until Dawn that looks absolutely shite. I can't find anything. Can anyone else find any games coming for PlayStation? I'm looking everywhere. No, no, I can't find it either. Maybe you guys will have better luck. Let me know in the comment section below.
Microsoft is worth trillions of dollars and they're just putting out updates for Flight Simulator. Okay, but
There's around 25 to 30 games going to be announced at the showcase, and he genuinely thinks that picture slide is all they're showing.
I think part of the reason that this is just so talked about is something Cryobrass said.
Oh no,
I feel
no,
like
you can't be this dumb.
the Xbox Game Showcase is prominently connected with Call of Duty. It's talked about Black Ops Direct everywhere I look. Many eyes will be on the showcase, even by people that probably are not yet playing in the Xbox ecosystem.
Of course they are. They are looking for every reason to shit on this showcase, to tear it apart. But trust me, nothing can compare to what we saw at the State of the Play.
Call of Duty is a very casual game. I've
No way! He's trying to say it's the run-of-the-mill trash out there.
said that in the past, that even though it is one of the most mainstream releases ever, it's super profitable, it's super giant. I always think that there are separate kinds of games. There's games that are more niche, that are more artsy or in-depth, stuff with crazy leveling systems or intricate climbing or whatever. Those games
So he's basically trying to describe something like Uncharted that has you. I mean, Uncharted is a good game, don't get me wrong. But the amount of padding in that game, you've got like a little cliff that my dude can just literally jump over the crevice and be perfectly fine. But no, he has to go all the way around just to get to that same spot again. Yeah. Great gameplay padding, guys. That was one of my biggest gripes with all the Uncharted games. The fact that you could just literally boop and you're there, but nope. That little gap there, nah, can't do it. Can't do it. It's allergic. Invisible wall. Can't do it.
games are not going to have the same mainstream appeal that Call of Duty does. Call of Duty is one of those games that I feel like everybody knows about it. Grandmas know about it. It's just one of those things that's very ubiquitous. It was definitely smart on Xbox's behalf to make this the Xbox Call of Duty showcase, but this extra amount of pressure, of
You know he is salty that Call of Duty isn't being marketed by Sony right now.
attention, I wonder if this will pay off in a positive sense or a negative sense. Like, if that extra attention is just going to make more casual fans realize how bad of a position that Xbox is in.
Xbox 360 had marketing rights for Call of Duty. It was successful. Xbox lost marketing rights to Call of Duty for the PS4, and PS4 became successful. Now Series X, Xbox has Call of Duty marketing rights. There are very few games out there that have the sway to dictate success for a console. Grand Theft Auto is one of them, and this is why the marketing rights and any additional game modes or levels or weapons or skins or anything you can actually try and get exclusive to your platform for Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be massive. It will sway the person picking it up. because that will dictate which is the most complete version and best version to play. Call of Duty is the other one. These two games are behemoths and will and can and will dictate console success. It's really that simple. And for him to turn around and try to undermine this, but because it's an Xbox-owned studio and Sony doesn't own the actual marketing rights anymore, so they can't talk about it, because if they could, that would have been at the showcase. That would have been at the state of play. Guaranteed. But they can't do it anymore. And he is so salty that they cannot show this anymore. So now he is trying to downplay Call of Duty. The fact that he is saying that this game is actually a problem tells you everything about where he is right now and how much of a fake engagement this is. This is literally cap.
Now, we don't know the length of the Xbox showcase. A lot of their previous ones have been about 2 hours long. I think this one's probably going to be about 2 hours long. I think it's going to be an hour of Xbox and an hour of Call of Duty. But I feel like
better than the 25 minutes you got of total trash.
If it's not 10 out of 10 perfect,
it doesn't need to be.
People are just going to remember all the things that Xbox has done wrong. When I see tweets like this from Clio Brow and from other extremely dedicated Xbox fans like this,
my dude went back to May 7th. This is how desperate he is. This is how desperate he is. This is how desperate he is. My dude went back to May 7th trying to find stuff that people said at Xbox's low point, I guess even lower than their 2013 situation with the Xbox One DRM situation, and he's trying to bring that up. I'm seeing nothing but positivity from Xbox fans. I'm seeing nothing but an uplift. People are excited, looking forward to the showcase. It doesn't need to be that 10 out of 10. What it does need to be is that solid 8 and 9 out of 10, and I'm happy. It doesn't need to be picture perfect. There will be games there that just will not interest certain people. Not everything is going to interest people. So, to say that the presentation has to be pitch perfect, nah, that's not it, bro. That's not it.
This is an Xbox fan account, and it's straight up just highlighting the failures of Microsoft. The fact that they just continue to screw over their people that are trying to buy their games, to play their games, or in a lot of cases, even the people that are making their games. It sucks.
And the fact that he's bringing this up, and he knows that this was at Xbox's pretty much lowest point this year, and he's using this, just really tells you how scummy he actually was in making this video to try and make it as negative as possible. So the state of play was crap. Hyped, Puerto Rock, MBG, all of them have said that this showcase was trash, it was rubbish, Astrobot was pretty much its saving grace. And so are we to now say in 6 months' time that every single PS fan is absolutely distraught, worried about because they had a really bad showcase? I mean, to be fair, they've had 3 bad-to-bad showcases now, so I can totally get it. But we had an amazing Developers Direct, and we're having an amazing showcase. I really don't see the comparison here. But him cherry-picking certain things like this, it's sad.
I think that Microsoft needs a W to counteract the fact that everybody is talking about how bad Xbox is.
I want to actually talk about this Kingdom Come Deliverance real quick. They have chosen to make the Series S 1440p, right? And then complain that the RAM is being filled up. Here's an idea. Those developers don't know how to optimize anyway. They literally don't. I mean, the first game was buggy as hell, crashed everywhere, had memory leaks, the works. But people forget that. They think these developers are the second, they're on the level of, say, Insomniac, Coalition. They think that these developers are amazing. They're actually not, right? Secondly, if you can see that memory is an issue, instead of making the game 1440p on the Series S, how about make it 1080p? Or make it 900p? It's a weaker machine for a reason. It doesn't need to visually match the Series X or the PS5. And now I know the insinuation of that 30 FPS is now they're trying to say is because of the Series S. That is another cop-out. How many games has there been that's 30 FPS on the Series S, but 60 on the Xbox? Loads. Absolutely loads. So there is no reason for this. They could have lowered the, the textures, lowered the resolution to free up that RAM support to make the game bigger like they wanted to. You know why they couldn't do it? Because they suck as developers. That's it. They don't know how to optimize their own code. They don't know what to do. And when this game comes out, it's going to be a buggy mess just like the first one. And then everyone's going to start crying and moaning. And of course, it's going to be the Series S that's at fault here. No. And watch when this actually works on the Steam Deck. Then what are people going to say? Well, the Steam Deck runs at a low resolution in it, so it got more space, governor. So what is it that I'm saying that they couldn't do for the Series S?
Underpowered systems, unfinished games, boring experiences, my cat is meowing. If I'm being just...
I mean, even his cat couldn't take the bullshit that was coming from him. Literally. Couldn't take it.
brutally honest here, it feels like over the course of the last few years, Xbox has been just constantly over-promising and under-delivering. They're always saying that their next game will be the best.
I mean, Hellblade delivered what it said it was going to be. They said it was a filmic experience. And if they could, they even joked that they would lower the frame rate to 24 to give that perfect filmic resolute experience, but it actually caused problems for them rendering and performance and the movement of the overall experience. So they opted to go against that. And as we've already seen with PC, with the mods, you can remove the two black bars and it makes no difference to performance. It was a creative design choice because they wanted to create that filmic cinematic experience. It's okay when Sony does it, but when Xbox does it, it's a problem.
That the next year will be good, that the next generation will be more powerful.
I mean, isn't that what Tim Dog is saying right now? Oh, we're going to have a great state of play. Greatness is coming. Oh, I guess we'll have to wait till September now for the showcase to show you all. And then when September comes, well, I guess we'll have to wait till the next state of play to show you what's coming. They've been saying that since the past, last showcase? Which I can't even remember when it was because where is this stuff?
And it never comes to fruition. The Xbox 360 era was dang perfect, where so many of those exclusives would actually influence the entire game market. The Xbox 360's integration to the internet and early Xbox Live.
My God, he's praising Xbox Live from the 360 era. You caught this, right? From hating Xbox for introducing Xbox Live, he's now praising it just so he can show hate towards the Series X. We just came full circle, folks. That's mind blown.
Live, creating some of the first viral indies. It's sometimes sad to think about the fact that Xbox has so much funding, so much size, and yet somehow is worse than ever. The Xbox Showcase needs to get them back on track. This isn't just about talking about Doom.
It will get them back on
This isn't
track.
about some big RPG. My point now is that when is the last time Xbox released a true Game of the Year contender?
Look, let's be realistic here. They could release a 10 out of 10 game and Jeff Keighley still will not put it into the nominations. He just won't. My dude put Resident Evil 4 up there instead of Hi-Fi Rush. Right? Because even he said, nah, Hi-Fi Rush ain't it. It's not a very good game. Right? The game that you lot are capping for, that when Tango got shut down and all this, your dude, your shareholders, Jeff Keighley, turned around and said that game was trash and it wasn't Game of the Year material. Yet everyone else out there was saying it, including the media. But he said no. So even if a game does actually deserve it, I don't think he will actually put it up there. He just won't. So how is that metric even worth it? I mean, the fact that he had Resident Evil 4 up there literally tells you what you need to know. The fact that he put Cyberpunk 2077 as the best ongoing game tells you everything you need to know about that showcase, that event. It ain't it, Chief. It ain't it. But hey, at least Spider-Man won Game of the Year, right?
You could go like, oh, I really love Forza. Think about it.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man's doing a collaboration with 007. If you haven't heard it, you've heard it now. Last year, they announced it at the Game of the Year showcase. Spider-Man and 007 were doing an amazing collaboration. And, you know, Sony was so happy with that collaboration that they decided to reward themselves with a pat on the back by giving themselves an extra award for that 007 collaboration.
Freaking Sony and Nintendo are dropping constant bangers. Sony and Nintendo are dropping huge.
Who's talking about Stellar Blade, by the way, outside of the guys that want to bang Eve? Where's Helldivers? That craze is gone. Stellar Blade came and went. I mean, it was like a week thing. I mean, that game got more attention because of the skins being altered than it did for the actual game itself. What else was there? They had that remaster that kind of came and went within 3 days. Rebirth, and I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. Huge! I know diehard Final Fantasy fans who turned around and said that they really didn't enjoy that experience because it changed so much. So, what game are they still talking about? But they are still talking about Starfield, right? They are still talking about Starfield, as we saw at the start of his video.
Huge Zeldas and Spider-Man and freaking Last of Us getting 80 billion awards, and that's why they re-released it like 80 billion times. My point is...
No, they re-released it because dumb idiots like you actually go and buy it repeatedly. There's no other reason. They know. I mean, Jim Ryan himself turned around and said, "We released the TV show and the remake at the same time because we know we could manipulate the audience to buy it." And they did. And they manipulated you in an amazing way to go and buy it. You literally became their lab experiment. And they succeeded.
The fact that Xbox show us why we should care.
No one wants you to care, but we still care.
At this point, I think that, to be honest, I think that the Xbox Game Pass is going to completely collapse. It's just...
There you go. There you go. The salt of Xbox Game Pass that they don't have it and we do is really eating at them. It's really killing them. They are so upset about this.
Not worth even caring about. Just buy the games on freaking PlayStation 5. They're going to run better there anyway.
There it is.
Off the cuff thoughts.
There it
what do you
is.
think about the current state of Xbox?
There it is.
Is this really even worth caring about?
There it is. There it is. There's the salt right there. He finally let it out. Buy it on PS5. Don't buy it on Xbox. Let Xbox die. There it is. There is the damn salt. That's what I was waiting for. Look at him, he's about to cry. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see his true feelings come out. None of this pedantic bullshit. There it is.
Or is this just time to give up and stop even talking about this dumb
There
stuff?
you go. There you go. There you go. That's what his true feelings are. The last 5 seconds of the actual video is where he was true to himself, where he absolutely hates Xbox. He wishes Xbox was dead. He wants all the Xbox games to go over to PlayStation because that is his preferred platform. And at the end of the day, PlayStation has no games, and he wants all Xbox games to go over to him. So he has actually something to play. That's it. That is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. It took us a while to get here. I'm really sorry this video was long, but there was a lot to get through. But that's the video. That's the reaction. Let me know what you think. Let's have that discussion in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. As always, remain legend, folks. Man, that was amazing. He left it to the last 5 seconds to be true to himself. Absolutely true to himself. What a guy. What a guy. What a guy. That's special. Right, folks. That's it. Peace out.